Wait,
You just
I've had this phenomenon
you have
of scratching people.
really.
Yeah, I scratch Will all the time on accident,
When did this
obviously.
start?
Like, since we started dating. And then recently, I've been
Hmm.
scratching my girlfriends too.
Don't look at the holes in my socks, please.
No, it's okay. I have holes. Oh, not on these.
Dude, these are so
Throw
bad.
them away.
I have to. No, I really have to. Thank you. Maybe this will be my day of reckoning.
Well, thankfully, we're not in our old place, and your feet aren't just like dangling towards the camera.
Dangling. It's like, come and get it.
That's why people are clicking off because they see holy shocks. Shocks.
Holy shocks.
Okay, anyways.
Well, I have beautiful
Hi,
feet.
guys. Welcome to the TDYL podcast.
Welcome back.
I'm Sarah, one of your co hosts.
I'm Sarah, your Adrian, your other
I'm
co-host.
Adrian.
We're back.
And we are back.
Okay, so yeah, I was sick for like, wait, no. So there's 1 week I was burnt out, and the other week I was supposed to come back. I was sick, so I was MIA for 2 weeks, and Sarah's
Oh,
been
yeah.
holding it down. So
Well, I also missed a week
Woohoo.
because that week that you were burnt out, actually, I was emotionally drained and also
That's
didn't have
okay.
capacity. So
that's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
yeah,
That's okay.
and now
It's
I'm not
okay.
even sure if the previous episode is going to be uploaded in time because I can't get the footage off my camera.
What if you just uploaded it raw and just no edit?
Oh my god! Absolutely not.
Just full send it.
Absolutely
And
not.
maybe people will find it more genuine. They're like, why is she not stuttering and not using likes and not pausing? No, I'm kidding. No, I think if there's a will, there's a way. Get it?
Yeah.
If there's will, there's a way. You know, every single time I say like free will
Mm-hmm.
to like Rebecca, she laughs because like
She's like, "What are you freeing him from?"
no, literally, yeah. Or like free will and they're like reparations, justice for Will. No, babe, I just meant like you have free will.
Wait, that's so funny.
So that's what we've been up to. Making will puns.
So that's funny because the first time I like texted him that, he was confused because he was like, "What? Why do I need to be freed?"
Oh,
I was like, "No, like, oh my
no,
God.
will,
It's
free
confusing.
will.
It's confusing."
And like the slower you say it, it just makes it more serious. No, free
Free
will. Get him out.
That's so funny.
Okay, do you want to kind of provide some backstory on why we're talking about this topic? And what are we talking
Yeah.
about, dude?
So today we're talking about the intentionality of adulting
Oh,
because
I did not even see that title.
right under your nose. Because literally a couple days ago, I had this epiphany. Okay, basically, backstory to the backstory is that I've been going through it because now that I'm unemployed and I have time to think and just like do anything, there's like too much free will.
That was not
Okay, sorry.
fuckboy laugh worthy.
And it's like the paradox of choice because now I could do anything and now I don't know what to do and it's so exhausting thinking about what I want to do and like trying to figure out my life. Anyways, and then I realized, wow, like we've talked about this so much on the podcast, but like the fact that when you're a kid, so much of your life is just chosen for you and dictated for you. And now that we're adults and we have free will to do anything.
We need another word. You're just gonna
Yeah, we,
we have choices.
we
Freedom.
have free will to say free will.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, then I was like, damn, like in order to, at least for me, what it feels like is like in order to like get through this phase of life and figure out what I want to do, I have to make some decisions and I have to make decisions about how to allocate my time and resources and energy. And that requires so much intentionality. And then I was like, wow, everything in adulthood requires intentionality. And that's actually so underrated.
Can you tell me more about like what decisions you're trying to, are you talking about like day to day, or are you talking specifically like about some like big shit you're going through?
Oh, probably big shit, but then like the little day-to-day stuff affects the big shit because like what you do every day will impact what your life looks like.
Okay. What big shit are we talking about? Like specifically, like are you talking about like like life direction, like that big, or are we talking more about like what you want to do as a career or like friends,
Yes.
like is it yes, yes, all of the above? Okay, wow.
Yeah, friends. Like, I mean, I feel like people, especially graduating college, immediately feel the friendship thing because it's like you really realize how proximity affects friendships. Like, you're on the same campus or whatever, or same classes, and then now that you're not and you're in different cities and stuff, like that in itself requires free. Oh, oh no, it's rent free now in our heads. That in itself requires intentionality, but that doesn't really stop post college. Like it continuously perpetuates, especially like now I feel like I'm, gaining a better understanding of my values and everything. Like now I really have to be super intentional about friendships. And honestly, there's,
Wait, you said not super
I
intentional?
do have to be.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. And what
Wait,
else?
okay, let's slow down. How are you? Because I feel like we're trying to solve like your life issue right now, which is the kind of goal of the podcast and why we're doing this. Like, kind of, maybe not. So, how are you processing like everything? Like, how are you? I know you like understand all these things are happening, but like, do you have any answers to any of the questions? Or are you still like in the middle of like kind of spiraling slash
Oh,
feeling?
still very much spiraling.
Okay.
This might end up turning into like a therapy episode. Okay, but part of me is like, I realize I don't have a sense of purpose. Like, even if I get a corporate job again,
Hmm.
I don't think that will satisfy feeling purposeless.
Wait, what do you think has changed specifically between like last year and this year? Is it the job thing?
Well, the job thing makes you a little bit distracted because you spend 40 hours a week thinking about some company's goals, and like working towards that.
Hmm.
It just gives your brain something to do in your life, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's your purpose. Like I was talking to people today. Well, I was like, oh my God, I'm like in another midlife crisis, but low-key, I feel like I'd be hitting midlife crises every year.
Yeah.
But then he was like, you're in a place where you realize now that you want to transition, and like maybe a lot of people eventually realize that at some point, but don't take the time to like really flush it out. Where was
What
I
do you
going with
think?
this?
No, okay, well,
Oh, purpose. Yeah.
so I guess like, do you feel like your work, or okay, do you feel like the majority of your life has to align, like whatever takes the most amount of time in your life, do you feel like that has to align specifically with like what your interests and goals are? Because I feel like some people are sometimes like doing a job they don't like, but it enables them to live a life that they want to live or pursue the hobbies they want to
Yeah.
pursue. Doing my psychoanalysis of your like lostness, I feel like you have too much noise, and that's why you don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like everyone, okay, like your friends are great, but if you're speaking to like, let's just say 5 friends, like a close like friend group circle, and they probably all have like slightly differing opinions on what you should be doing, and then you're scrolling on media, and then you're scrolling on TikTok, and then you're talking to like Will about it, and then you're talking to your parents about it. It's just like 10 different people with 10 different advices and 10 different viewpoints.
But everyone's saying the same thing.
What's everyone saying?
Do what you want.
Okay.
Do content. So it's still up to me to decide what do I want to do. Like they're all supportive.
No. Supportive is
of
good.
what
Supportive
I
is good.
yeah. But they're not. No one's telling me what to do, which is kind of the issue.
No, that's what I'm
Low-key, if my
saying.
parents pressured me and they're like, "You need to find a job by blank," I would do it. But like, I don't know if that's what I want to do or if just because that's
But
a
even, like,
challenge or like a goal.
but even like in like being a creator, you still feel a little lost specifically to with that, right?
Yeah, I feel really lost.
Like
with that.
everyone supports you. I think everyone should support you. But even like within like the creator field, you don't know like kind of which
Yeah, like niche wise or
path to
like
take, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I don't know, dude. TBH, I think you should get a job, like a more regular part-time job, like working at a cafe. That way you have a little bit of structure.
Yeah.
Because then now it's up to you to define what your structure is, and like, I don't think, not that you can't do it. It's just hard. Like you said, like we've been growing up. You're like fed the structure your entire life, and you've been just like dumped into the other side of the pool, just like
Yeah.
full send.
Yeah.
Like it's up to you if you want to work a part-time job, or it's up to you if you want to like get a job.
Yeah.
Or just I don't know. Like you have to do something to get a little bit of stability underneath your feet, or else you're just gonna be like,
So what I'm thinking is right now I'm getting unemployment insurance.
What is that exactly?
I'm getting paid from the government.
Oh, it's just money.
Yeah, they're
Okay,
just
okay, I got you.
depositing direct deposit into my account every week.
Hell yeah, dude.
If you work part-time, once you make a certain amount, they will stop that. And you only get 6 months of unemployment. So my strategy is I'm going to do this for 6 months until I use up my insurance. And then if needed, if I don't have a job by then, do part-time and keep making at least that amount, if not more. It's not that much. So that way, like right now, at least I'm maximizing my insurance. I also just have my time. But I will say again, like after June, I basically was not a person because I was sick the whole time.
Not a
And then
person.
July, I was sick every other week. So like I still
Yeah.
didn't really have time for a routine. And I was
Yeah.
figuring out all my like insurance things and
Yeah.
stuff. So now in August, I feel a little bit more settled. I'm like my apartment is fleshed out now.
Yeah.
So I looked up a marketing analytics course online. Basically, I'm just like, okay, from 9 to 12, I'm going to do this course every day because I need structure, right? Like I just need to like tell myself to do something.
Dude, I feel like you should go work like a really just random job.
Like what?
Like work at like a pottery studio from like 9 to 12. Or just like something like super random you will never get a chance to do ever again.
That would be good content. But I'm also content fatigued.
What if you volunteered at a dog shelter every day from 9 to 12?
Oh, that's so cute.
Like get to play with puppies for 3 hours
Dude, you
a day.
get paid with puppies.
And then do you get paid to work
Probably
at a
not if you
volunteer?
volunteer.
How about you got like a position to work at a
I have zero dog knowledge.
experience?
Yeah.
What? You lived with a dog for 1 year, bro.
Yeah, but that's not my dog. And I let him eat my charcuterie board and he almost like died.
Your
So,
bag of salami.
dude.
No, that was a toothpick. That's a little different.
Anyways, are we derailing?
No, we're not derailing. We're trying to
Okay.
unpack your lostness.
Unpacking. What was your lostness about?
I think purpose, like, I didn't know what I wanted. So, okay, hear me out. This is going to sound like really, really bad advice. I think you need to pick a side. And by that, what I mean is like, I think it's nice to be open to kind of everything. Like, you have a lot of friends, you have a lot of like interests and whatnot. But I think not having like that stability, whether it's like friend groups or like events or whatnot, or like stuff like that, I think you're going to be lost because of that. And I think that's what I like kind of suffer from.
Wait, what stability? Like friend group stability?
Yeah, unless I went to church. It's been
Oh
a
my god, I
while.
haven't been to church. I've probably been to church twice this year.
I was gonna say you should come back to church.
I should, yeah.
I'm not saying like religion is the answer to everyone's lostness, specifically for you and me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think religion did provide some sort of like grounding value for us.
Yeah.
You know, like we're not chasing any like goals to make money or not. Like it's really just to like build a relationship with God. And then with that experience, you have like-minded people, like our CGs and whatnot, to like kind of support you in that. I'm not saying that this is the reason why you're feeling lost, but it's a point of stability that you used to have, and you don't have that anymore. You
No,
know?
that's so true. I was gonna get there too. That's why I was like thinking like whether I have a job or not, like I would feel the same purpose wise.
Mm-hmm. No,
It's
no,
just
for
when
sure.
you have a job, you're more distracted,
For sure.
and
No,
your
no, no.
brain doesn't have time to think about that as much.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I did think back to like, okay, the times where I felt solid
Yeah.
versus the times where I felt lost in life,
Mhm.
and it always correlated to the times where I was stronger in my faith versus the times where I kind of slipped a little bit.
Because like even if you are like Christian or not Christian or whatnot, like I guess for us, we've lived most of our formative years as like believers. So I think to suddenly take all of that away, and it's not even like you're coming again. I'm not calling you out. I'm just saying like it's not even like you're coming like once every 2 weeks. Like you've been gone for so long.
Yeah.
So it's hard for that. Like if that was your original like stability, you don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
You know.
No, that's so fair.
And that's what I mean by like noise almost, because it sucks that like not only do you not have these like stable groups anymore, you're also unemployed, which is like even more freedom.
yeah.
So like across social media, that's everyone's like telling you how to live, what to live for, how to achieve what to live for. So that's what I mean by like noise. Like I think your friends support you to do content creation, and I do too. Like you're so courageous for even attempting to do this, but like in terms of the direction, like there's literally so many options, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
So come back to church.
Moral of the story. Okay, let's end up the podcast.
No longer lost. No, because
Got
like
it.
I agree with you. Like I feel like, so I don't know if I told you this. I have started like a book club with my
Oh, yeah.
CG leader, and like, not that that's given me purpose. I'm not like leading it or anything. I'm just like facilitating it. Throw back to Cornerstone, but it has given me more like peace.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, so for you when you were lost? Because last time, this was probably like a month ago,
Yeah.
you were saying it was like identity and stuff. So
Hmm.
you'd say it was like coming back to faith, and then was friendships part of that, or
A little bit, but like through like going back to, or just like being a little more of a part of like my Christian community, like
mm,
I am starting to have a little more stability in my friendships too. Because it's like you said, it's so much more easier to hang out with people when your values like align and your interests align,
mm,
you know? So in that sense, yes. Oh my God, I had a important ass point I was gonna say. It was so, oh, I think a component of like being lost is you telling yourself that you're not doing enough.
mm-hmm.
Like, because I feel like in your head, you internalize, like, oh, like, fun employment isn't like forever, right? So, because of that, you have kind of like a ticking, like, clock in your head. And that's why, like, every single day, you're like, you feel lost because you don't feel like you're doing enough, but you know, like, of all these things that you could be doing.
Yeah.
And that comparison just absolutely kills you.
Yeah.
So I'm not like more Christian than I was before. I'm like the same amount or whatever. But I think it's me doing all that is putting more intention in the fact that like I don't need to do more. And just having that as
Mm.
like my grounding choice, like makes me a lot more stable. You know?
Mm.
And I'm not saying that like you have to have religion as that thing. I think like this is what fun employment is. Like do your self discovery. Like find what you're going to be grounded in because once you see that picture so clear then like I think you're going to feel a lot less crazy, you know, like lost.
Not Adrian psychoanalyzing me on air.
Air, that was bars.
That kind of was. That comparison to this false standard is so real.
Yeah.
Like, and it's so crippling. I literally am waking up early every day because I don't want to like sleep in and feel like a bum because
Bum
I'm
bum.
unemployed and I'm like I don't want to be waking up at like 12. So I wake up at like
Mm-hmm.
7,
Mm-hmm.
7:30 and like get my day started, and I know I do so much every day, but
Mm-hmm.
like at the same time I feel like I'm not doing anything even though I know I'm doing
the
stuff.
the one thing with like content creation specifically is you have no reference for what you're supposed to be doing because like everyone that
Mm.
gets featured or the ones that you see are probably what the hell is that, the successful ones. Like everyone on YouTube you see or TikTok you swipe is probably going to be in the more like they're on the algorithm for a reason, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say you're like a newer creator, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have that like example for what a new creator is, so you're always going to be chasing this higher standard that's not even supposed to like be for you at this point.
Yeah.
Or there shouldn't even be like a content creator standard. Like it's everyone's journey is a little different, everyone's niche is a little different,
Yeah.
you know. But again, you just have so much freedom to consume whatever you want, do whatever you want, and I don't know, that sucks.
Yeah.
It's hard. I envy your freedom, but I can see how hard it is,
Yeah.
you know.
It's a bittersweet thing. That's what I think too. Like in corporate, you have the stability, but you don't maybe have the time for other endeavors. But then when you have the time, you might not have the stability. It's like such a tough thing to be graceful in each situation.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's if you work part time at a pottery store. I guess we can move on to like being intentional friends. What level of like closeness are you expecting?
I miss having a friend group. See,
Okay.
this is what's confusing because it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I think you can't expect, say it's like a friend group of like 8 people.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, yeah, you can't really expect all 8 people to only have you guys as friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I expect them to have friends outside of that too. But then it's like, okay, well, if they have friends outside of that, how do you balance and spend your time balancing all that? Because then you have to like meet up with those friends every so often. So then that means you're not really a core group. So then I'm like, okay, I don't think yeah, that's why I don't think
I
it's
see, I see, I see, I see, I
possible.
see.
But I think I do want a core group of like 8 friends that we all share like similar values.
interests
It doesn't
and
necessarily have to be interest, doesn't necessarily like background, everything can be different, but just like value wise, like how you treat people, how you like handle situations, emotional intelligence, like communication, stuff like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
that all aligns. Honestly, I feel like I'm at a point now where I crave deeper intimacy than shallow friends.
No, that's totally fair. I
So
agree with
that's
you.
why I would be open to being in like a core friend group or like having a core friend group and
Mm,
dedicating more of my time to them, because
mm,
if I'm balancing other things like hobbies and work, whatever that is in my
mm-hmm.
life, then like I only have that much time for like those few people as deeper friendships. But this is also just like TBD because like I don't know if that's really
what you want
realistic
either.
either.
No, I think like specifically being in a city, you are more prone to like what you mentioned, like option A, right? Like,
Yeah, everyone has their own.
yeah, like it's just like fringe friends upon fringe friends upon fringe friends,
Yeah.
French fries,
French
fringe
fries.
friends. Like you haven't like experienced the other one in a while.
Yeah. The other thing with that though is everyone has to be at a place where they're open to being in a core group because a lot of people already have a quote unquote core group of friends.
Yeah.
And so you need to find people that align with your values that you enjoy being with and they don't have a core friend group yet. I think that's really hard, that alignment and timing.
Do you kind of know what steps you want to take to making that a reality, or it's more like an idea you have in your head and you're just kind of like see what happens?
Mm, well, I think these things can't really be forced.
Mm-hmm.
So there's nothing that I can single-handedly like do myself
Hang out
besides
with me,
besides like
core friend, core friend, core friend.
I have
Give everyone
identified you.
friendship.
I like send them like it's like a
Tag them.
bridesmaids proposal, but it's like
Oh
core
my
friend
god.
proposal. Will you be my core friend? No, no, I think it's more so just organically, but also the biggest thing right now for me is to make sure that I am at a place where I'm the person that I would want to be friends with. Like before I was dating and I was getting to a point where I would date myself because I got to a point where I was like, hell yeah, I'd date myself. So now I'm trying to get to a I'd be besties with myself. I'm just working on bandwidth, and I think I'm just like kind of sad and confused and lost, and I feel like it's hard to, I don't know. I will tell reminds me all the time that people don't expect me to always be happy and always be like energetic and positive vibes and stuff. But I just feel bad when I'm like sad because I feel like I'm bothering people, or it's like why would you want to hang out with
Sarah.
someone that's like sad, you know? Anyways, this is a little bit too vulnerable and deep for this
No,
podcast.
it's not. It's supposed to be a conversation between
Uh,
us. Like I feel like in our heads, like moving is not that big of a deal. Like I'm literally just like two stops away from my old place. But it like has I guess changed our social circles a lot in that
yeah.
sense, right?
Yeah. Like there's a lot of girlies where I live now and it's easier for us to like hang out.
So even with that, you still feel some sort of like lostness on the friend side. Because I would say you have friends.
I think
You have people, 1,000,000%.
and I need to acknowledge this because yes, like I'm so grateful for the people that I have. There are even people that I would deem as like people I love that I haven't seen in so long, but like I'm trying to like spend time with them. For some reason, there's something in me that just doesn't feel like I love them and I want to continue growing our relationship, but part of me also just feels this block of intimacy.
I know what you mean. Like, okay, I can be vulnerable too. For example, like there's a lot of like guys I've met like through church or like other events and whatnot where I would be like so down to be like closer friends with you. I'll give you an example. This is hypothetical guy A. We met through an event.
Mhm.
And then like so we actually see each other like once every one in a while because like he's like a friend of someone, I'm a friend of someone. As a
Mhm.
result, we end up at these events like together. And like we obviously like vibe and I'm like open to like being friends with him and whatnot. But he already has like another friend group.
Mhm.
And the times I've initiated like either getting a meal or like spending it's spending more time with a guy. What? Like either
With your
spending
boyfriend.
with my boyfriend when I'm initiating time to spend like that time with them, I don't feel that like necessarily reciprocated back to me.
Mm.
So I feel like I'm like a weird limbo. Like why am
Mm.
I seeking this friendship out to be like deeper and closer, but you're not? You
Mm.
know, like for me, it's like an effort thing. Like why aren't you?
Yeah.
Like a relationship is built by two people, not by me like
Right.
spam trying to hang out with you. You know,
Yeah. Which sometimes that works.
and sometimes it
Sometimes
works.
it
Yeah.
works, and then you talk about it later, and you're like, haha, remember in the beginning of our friendship. But like, but yeah, no, I totally get that. It can feel
My like
imbalanced.
workaround around that. So I used to think that, but my workaround that is that like some people just have the personalities to like reach out to people and some
Yeah.
don't. Them not reaching out to you is not a reflection of how they perceive you. It's just like
There could be so many things going on for them.
literally, yeah.
Or they
You
don't
could
even
just be
realize
catching them
that.
in a busy month, you know?
Yeah.
So back to your point of like feeling like blocked. What blocks the intimacy?
See, I wonder if part of it's like I'm not being vulnerable, so then other people aren't being vulnerable with me.
Would you say what we're talking about right now is vulnerable?
A
Like this
little
podcast
bit.
feels
It could be more.
well
I'm
right
not
now.
going more vulnerable because this is on a podcast.
Yeah, okay, I see,
But
I see.
yeah, this topic
I
is
see,
pretty
I see.
vulnerable.
I see what you mean.
Yeah. Well, yeah, earlier you were like, you have friends, you have blah, 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 which, like, again, yes,
Fully acknowledge.
I do fully
And
acknowledge,
she
and
loves
I
all of you
am
guys.
so grateful for the people that I
Yeah.
have, like truly. And I still feel lonely. I don't know. And it's like before the podcast, we were mic testing when I was like asking you if you knew the phenomenon of lonely extrovert. I feel like I've seen so many different cases of like different friends or just people where they seem like the life of the party, social butterfly. They like are hosting people and like everybody loves
Mm,
them. You would look at them and be like, oh yeah, they have so many friends, or like they're very well liked and like very easygoing and very easy to get along with. And then you hear them saying how like they're lonely or they feel like they don't have any friends. And you're just like, wait, what? Like you of all people I wouldn't think would feel this way. And I feel like I've kind of heard this or like seen this happen. But I don't know if like other people feel that. Maybe this is just a common experience, but like it's just the dichotomy of the two feels so drastic and that's why it feels surprising.
I was gonna say, I think you, not you, like people let their value of who they are depend a lot on what is publicly visible. Like your
Mm-hmm.
perception of a character, whether it's you, whether it's me,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's like someone we know in church, is very dependent on like your public appearance.
Like what people think of you.
What people think of you, what people say about you, what people like what you see on Instagram, like you're smiling and holding alcohol and shit, or like
Mm-hmm.
people posting like oh my god, like they go out every week and have so many friends and whatnot. You know
Mm-hmm.
what? But I don't think people truly understand what like happens behind the camera. And I think
Yeah.
that at its core is who that person is. I think people are remembered often for like who they seem they are, but rarely recognized for who they are like at their core.
Yo, that's freaking
Like in the
bars.
silence.
Yeah.
Like to be honest, like who are you more most of the time? If you had to pick like one character, are you more of that social butterfly who are like is greeting everyone, you know, having a good time, or are you more like
Mm.
that other person? I used to think I was an extrovert. I think I'm still an extrovert. I don't know. I'm a selective extrovert. What that means is like I people who I love and I want in my life give me energy, but people who I'm
Mm.
around where I don't love, I guess, don't give me energy, you know?
So if he's ever like dozing off,
Shit.
he
No, I'm
hates
just tired. I'm
you.
just
He
tired.
hates
I hate
you.
you. Why are you taking my energy? Shut up. So I think that's what the lonely like extrovert is. Like there's just too much noise on who you should be, what you should be.
So, moral of the story is
Have less friends. Stop going to things. I cherish the friends who understand that I have a quiet side.
mm,
Because that means you truly know me.
and accept you for like all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the friends who are like, you're just like a chaotic, like goofy guy,
Mm-hmm.
that's so like surface level me.
Mm.
But like the ones who understand, like, I'm just like a chill dude. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm super like not chaotic.
You're like a black cat inside a golden retriever costume.
Yeah. Like when I'm like at my like most stable, I'm just like
A chill
chill,
guy.
you know?
Yeah.
Those are the ones that I say like know me and I appreciate, you
Yeah.
know? I know what you mean though.
Do you think there's anything that you want to be more intentional with?
No. I think it's been a while, but I do feel peace.
Mm.
And a lot of that is my faith, to be honest. I think you will also benefit a lot from just like spending more time in your faith too. Dude, like TBH, going back to our like, do we need God in our life? Like having been better about my faith, I still believe that. I think if you one day decide like, let's say you don't go to church or whatnot,
Mm.
I think you will make it out of this period like completely fine. Truly. Like I know you. I know like your life goals. Like I know, like I just know you. I think you'll be fine completely. But it's that active decision to be like, I do want to care about my faith. Like it just humbles you so much and also gives you like a wave of stability that
Mm.
it's not stability, it's just like the peace I'm talking about. You know?
Yeah.
For me, like I think a lot about like my career changes. I think about like friends a lot. I think about like whether I'm gonna get married to Rebecca or not. Your grounding or stability, whatever you want to call it, it's like a blanket that covers you.
Mm-hmm.
And once you're so firmly grounded in that, it gives you back energy that you've previously put in other places. Like it restores your
Mm.
bandwidth. Because right now, like some of your bandwidth is to like, what do I do with my life? What do I do
Mm-hmm.
with my friends? What do I do? Everyone has like relationship stuff going on. Everyone has family
Mm.
stuff going on. But once you have that like blanket of like peace or like stability,
Mm-hmm.
all that energy just given back to you and you're able to do more again. You
Mm.
know, when you ask like, is there anything I want to be intentional with? I think there's a level of control I think you have to accept for you to do that. You know, like I'm gonna plan ahead and identify places that like I need to put more in.
Mm.
But instead of that, I'm just like, kind of whatever happens, and like presently I want to be like where I am, and be there for the people the most that I can.
Mm.
So for me right now, it's like this book club. For me right now, it's Rebecca. One thing I really stress about is who am I going to ask to be my groomsman, because I feel like I don't have like a close circle of like guy friends. I have a lot of guy friends. I don't have like a close circle of guy friends.
Yeah.
So yeah, that thought scares me. Like I literally don't know who to ask, but I am trying to put my energy away from that and invest in this book club.
Mm.
And like originally it was just like me and my CG leader. It's grown to like 5-6 people now,
Oh.
all girls. But like even then, like I can see my relationships deepening with them.
Mm.
So with that, I'm like, maybe I'll just have also like best, what are they called?
Bridesmaids?
Oh yeah, so I'll have my own bridesmaids, and then
then
Rebecca will have her own
Rebecca-
bridesmaids. We'll both have best women's, like stuff like that.
Perfect.
Perfect. Sorry, that was a lot of rambling,
It's so
but
funny.
TLDR, I think you need to go back to church.
If that ain't a sign, I don't know what is. God's literally speaking through you. He's like, bro, I can't get to you. But
But the podcast will surprise, you can't run away.
yeah.
Or hey, I mean like faith aside, like truly discover what that means for you.
I feel like it's so hard to get to a place where you're fulfilled in every single aspect of life. But maybe that's not really the goal.
That's not the goal.
Yeah.
It's just life. It makes life worth living.
Life is worth living. I'm like literally hugging the dino. I like feel scared and vulnerable, naked and afraid with my thoughts.
It's nice to talk like this every once in a while because I think this was easier to do when we used to like live together. And now that we don't have that much of an opportunity to do that, it's nice to have like podcasts like these.
Yeah. Hopefully y'all feel that way.
Yeah, I feel that way.
Not me just trauma dumping for 40
No,
minutes.
it's not even trauma dumping. I think I relate to you so much because you are able to vocalize what you're struggling, like specifically. Like you're able to say like this is how you feel and this is how you and this is like what's going on. Versus a lot of other people are just like, I just feel this and I don't know what's going on. And that is so like hard to relate to.
Mm.
Like you have tangible experiences and you're able to like vulnerably vocalize them. And I promise you everybody goes through that.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
true. I literally wrote in my diary today. Just kidding. I don't call it a diary. Well, anyways,
Wow.
I wrote, I'm sure I'm not the only one that has ever experienced this on the entire planet.
No, literally.
And oh, another revelation I had this week was that I know I'm a visual learner, and the fact that I'm on social media and I just see constant highlight reels doesn't help with my visual learning, because I know that those are highlight reels and I know that that's not the full story. Even the things I post, I'm like, I know obviously I'm just scraping my fave pics, like, and not really documenting the times where I'm crying and stuff like that. But like as a visual learner, it's helpful to see when other people are also
crying.
like, exactly.
So you're gonna start
Send us
crying.
videos of you crying in our DMs. We can all cry together. No, but yeah, like, cause like some people will post like the realistic parts of life, and like you'll see that, and then I'll be like, oh my god, you're so right. I like feel for you, and it's like obviously I don't want them to
Hashtag
feel
cry
that.
for content.
Bruh.
I'm kidding. Okay, can we end? I need to pee so bad.
God. Okay.
I'm
Thank you
peeing
guys
so
so
long.
much for watching. What, like a whole hour?
Fuck you.
Thank you guys so much for listening. We appreciate you so much. Please let me know if you guys are feeling anything, because it would be nice to not feel alone, even though I know people are going through it too. But it's nice to know that people are. Anyways, we'll catch you guys in the next episode. Adrian's got to pee, so with that,
All right,
TTYL.
TTYL. Should we do it again?
Okay. No, it's fine.
Okay, goodbye, guys.
Bye.